Welcome to the Vocabulary Podcast by IMS Gujarat, featuring today IMS Vocab, episode 130 words 3226 to 3250. Let us begin. Word 3226 is obtrusive, spelling Obtrusive, meaning tending to be pushed or to push oneself into undue prominence. Example: the garish neon billboard outside the new dhaba on the Jaipur highway was obtrusive, jarring against the older sandstone aesthetic of the lane. Word 3227 is obvert, spelling Obvert, meaning to turn the front or principal side of a thing toward any person or object. Example: the student averted her notebook toward the invigilator's eyes when asked to show her rough calculations during the Allahabad practical exam. Word 3228 is obviate, spelling Obviate, meaning to clear away or provide for as an objection or difficulty. Example: a new rainwater tank on the campus helps obviate the dependence on water tankers during the dry summer in Nagpur district. Word 3229 is occasion, spelling Occasion, meaning an important event or celebration. Example: on the occasion of Republic Day, the National Bravery Awards are presented to children who risked their lives to save others. Word 323 is Occident, spelling Occident, meaning the countries lying west of Asia and the Turkish dominions. Example: for early seafaring Tamilians, distant lands of the Occident remained largely unknown until Vasco da Gama established contact with Calicut in 1498. Word 3231 is occlude, spelling Occlude, meaning to absorb as a gas by a metal. Example: the palladium foil stored in a Bombay metallurgy lab can occlude hundreds of times its own volume of hydrogen gas between its atoms. Word 3232 is occult, spelling Occult, meaning existing but not immediately perceptible. Example: decades of Tantra practice in Varanasi are said to give certain sadhus occult knowledge of a stranger's name before it is spoken. Word 3233 is occupant, spelling Occupant, meaning a tenant in possession of property as distinguished from the actual owner. Example: in the rent-controlled colony of Lutyens, Delhi, the official owner was a family trust, while the actual occupant of the bungalow was a senior banker posted from Mumbai. Word 3234 is occurrence, spelling Occurrence, meaning a happening. Example: heavy snowfall in Gulmarg is a routine occurrence in February, but a sudden avalanche on the upper reaches remains rare and frightening. Quick tip: Latin ob, meaning toward or against, changes shape before certain consonants. Before the letter C, it becomes OC in words like Occident, occlude, occult, occupant, and occurrence. Before P, it became op as in oppress, and before F, of as in offer. The same tiny prefix wheels through half this episode dressed in different costumes, but the original force of ob remains toward, against, blocking, or meeting the front of. Word 3025 is octagon, spelling Octagon, meaning a figure with 8 sides and 8 angles. Example: an elegant octagon defines the inner marble chamber of the Taj Mahal at Agra, inlaid with delicate pietra dura floral work. Word 3236 is octave, spelling Octave, meaning a note at this interval above or below any other, considered in relation to that other. Example: skilled classical singers of the Varanasi Gharana glide effortlessly through 4 octaves during their devotional thumri recitals. Word 3237 is octavo, spelling Octavo, meaning a book or collection of paper in which the sheets are so folded as to make 8 leaves. Example: the Khuda Baksh Oriental Library in Patna displays a rare octavo manuscript of a Persian diwan from Nawab-era Lucknow. Word 3238 is octogenarian. Spelling Octogenarian, meaning a person of between 80 and 90 years. Example: the octogenarian Acharya at Sringeri still lectures on the Upanishads with the energy of a man. Word family, octagon, octave, octavo, and octogenarian all carry the Latin octo, meaning 8 from the Greek octo. An octagon has 8 sides, an octave spans 8 notes, an octavo sheet folds into 8 leaves, and an octogenarian has lived 80 years. Picture an aging patriarch of Pune celebrating his octogenarian birthday surrounded by grandchildren. Octo stands quietly behind that long Indian life. Word 3239 is ocular. Spelling Ocular, meaning of or pertaining to the eye. Example: ocular pressure testing is now a routine procedure at the free eye camps held by Sankara Nethralaya in association with the Lions Club of Chennai. Word 3240 is oculist. Spelling Oculist, meaning one versed or skilled in treating diseases of the eye. Example: the retired oculist from Allahabad continued to volunteer his cataract surgery skills at a Sunday clinic in Vidisha throughout his 70s. Etymology note: ocular and oculist spring from the Latin oculus, meaning eye. An ocular inspection is one done with the eyes. An oculist is an older term for a doctor skilled in eye disease. The same root branches into binocular, monocular, and inoculate, originally to graft a bud. The botanical source of the word. Picture the village eye camps at Aravindi conducting free checkups, the modern Tamil face of oculus. Word 3241 is oddity. Spelling Oddity, meaning an eccentricity. Example: a noted oddity among cricket lovers in Chennai is the habit of whistling during test matches at Chepauk to cheer the home side. Word 3242 is Odi. Spelling Ode, meaning the form of lyric poetry anciently intended to be sung. Example: the Hindi poetess recited her ode to the Yamuna River at the annual Kavi Sammelan in Agra, drawing thunderous applause from the audience. Word 3243 is odious. Spelling Odious, meaning hateful. Example: the odious practice of untouchability was outlawed by the Constitution, but in remote hamlets of Tamil Nadu, social reform is still a daily struggle. Word 3244 is odium. Spelling Odium, meaning a feeling of extreme repugnance or of dislike and disgust. Example: scam-tainted ministers rarely survive the odium of public opinion even when criminal courts delay their verdict for years. Word 3245 is odoriferous. Spelling Odoriferous, meaning having or diffusing an odor or scent, especially an agreeable one. Example: crushed jasmine strands from the Madurai temple market produce an intensely odoriferous garland for the morning deities Alankaram. Word 3246 is odorous. Spelling Odorous, meaning having an odor, especially a fragrant one. Example: the odorous wood of freshly cut sandalig in the Mysore workshop wafts throughout the lane of traditional agarbathi makers. Memory aid: odium and odious spring from the Latin odi, meaning I hate. Odoriferous and odorous spring from the Latin odor, meaning smell. The two clusters look alike, but the I in odious signals hate, while the O in odorous signals aroma. Picture a villager sniffing jasmine at the Madurai temple. The smell is odorous, the experience lovely. A deceitful uncle was odious, the experience hateful. Latin gave us two very different roots hiding under the same two starting letters. Word 3247 is off. Spelling OFF, meaning farther or more distant. Example: the daily market lay just off the highway in a small temple town near Pandharpur, requiring villagers to walk a muddy Kuka road to reach it. Word 3248 is offhand. Spelling OFFHAND, meaning without preparation. Example. When asked about a Supreme Court opinion, the Joint Secretary at the State Secretariat gave an offhand reply without consulting the Law Ministry file. Word 3249 is officiate. Spelling OFFICIATE, meaning to act as an officer or leader. Example. When the senior Pandit fell ill, the younger Sanskrit scholar agreed to officiate the Ganesha Chaturthi Homa at the Arya Samaj temple in Delhi. Word 3250 is officious. Spelling OFFICIOUS, meaning intermeddling with what is not one's concern. Example. Officious neighbor aunties lectured the bachelor artist about his haircut and sleep schedule throughout the building's Diwali gathering in suburban Mumbai. Thank you for listening to the Vocabulary Podcast by IMS Gujarat.